All right, y'all. First and foremost, give all praise, glory, and honor to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son, the Mashiach, who some call Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, Yehoshua, we mostly know as Jesus Christ. Uh, y'all boy, man, y'all boy Michael Todd, man. Look at that. Look what your boy got on, man. And I don't know, you know, I don't know what this. I don't, maybe around the house with your family. You can have something like that on, man. But in front of the church, in the church, like, man, what is going on, man? What is going on, man? And again, we're watching this thing. Just a lot of the leadership, a lot of these flaming Cheetos, man. A lot of the leadership is and it's almost a ritual. It's the industry, man. That's I was supposed to do a video on the whole Diddy situation thing, and follow the algorithm, but I just I ain't had the energy. I ain't had the energy to do it, and I'm kind of swamped. I'm kind of swamped right now. I'm trying to dig myself out as far as work goes. Um, I'm swamped. I got work till Monday. I got stuff till Monday. Um, but anyway, um, one of the things that were that I heard said about the whole Diddy situation and TD Jakes is that once you reach a certain level of influence, it don't matter. Like the titles disappear. All right, the titles disappear, meaning you're just an entertainer at that point. You're going to be at the same restaurants, you're going to be at the same parties, you're going to be at the same business meetings, you're going to be in the same hotels, you're going to be booking the same private flights, you're going to be around each other, you're in that circle. Once you reach a certain influence, the circle kind of merges where you're no longer just a pastor and you're no longer just um, a songwriter. You're no longer just even um, even if you're a day trader. If you reach a certain level within day trading where you're making tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, you're around a different circle of people. You're renting and well, you're not renting. You're going and you're buying exotic cars. You're around people who have those exotic cars. You want to have discourse and dialogue among those people in that circle, and this just comes with it. And this is how these pastors and uh, will be mingled in with entertainers. All right, this is where these business deals happen at a Diddy party. Um, this is how, oh, you might be giving a church. Man, you know what? I'm going to give you, that might be over at a Diddy party. I'm going to give you, we got a church that opened up, we building over there down there on 15th Street, in the heart of Chicago. I think you'll be a good fit there. How's $3 million a year sound? You go down there. It's already a we already got it pretty much 50% occupied. It's big business, man. Y'all don't understand how big business church is, man. We are Israel is minuscule. Like, let me say this. Uh, if you got all the IUIC members, they probably couldn't fill up Geno Jennings' church. You got all the IUIC members, man. I don't know if y'all go back and watch that video with where IUIC did that. They went around Geno Jennings' church. Man, Joker was almost getting tired trying to walk around that church. Man, the jokers couldn't believe what they were seeing. They couldn't believe how humongous that brother church was. And you got Potter's house, and man, and Joel Osteen, you probably can get all the Israel, all probably not all the Israelites that's claiming they're Israelites, but definitely all the camps. You can put all the camps inside of Joel Osteen's church, and it probably still wouldn't. He probably could still have service with his, You probably wouldn't. You probably wouldn't fill up half of it. That's how minuscule we are compared to the church, man. We talking about crazy amounts of money. you know. So um even this let's look at what we're seeing here. Look at the equipment and the production that's going into this service. All right, let me play this thing. You're so good. And we do tell him about this Joker outfit, man. Again, but he can get in those circles, he can get into those meetings, and they feel safe handing him the keys. This isn't someone who, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think he built, went from the storefront to the small church to a bigger church to, a lot of these people are being given these churches, or they being built up under a certain influence, just like TD Jakes is pretty much a meal, where he's spinning out all of these pastors, all of these. He has like a mentorship, and then once you graduate, once he builds you up, he get your name out there through the pot, and you gotta pay. You gotta spend some bread. There's some payola going on to get involved in this mentorship, and you might have to pay in more ways than one. Let me stop. Come on, man. Say, look at my fruit. And listen, and then it's like a mixture. It's a good time. And that's what a lot of people are going for. They're going for a good time. It's a mixture of the kind of the praise and worship that kind of turned into the club a little bit. And I even recently heard what was that brother name? The brother who has the show, the radio show, and makes all the people freestyle. He got the dreads, been doing it a whole. K Slay. Is it K Slay? You ain't got the answer, Slay. Slay. K Slay was saying, like, man, the Christian rappers are going harder. They're more lyrical than the secular rappers. And that, to an extent, that's true. This thing done turned into these 808s, and then they not like, is that they're not like us, yeah. And so flipped it. He done gave y'all the same familiar beat, the same worldly little beat, and then they flipped it and look at my fruits. It's kind of a lukewarm, but it feel good. It's an easy transition from the club. You were just at the club last night. They not like us, and then you wake up in the morning and you got this joker here. You got the little flame Cheeto with the little outfit on. Let me stop saying that. Inshallah. Let me stop calling him Flaming Cheeto. But brother seems a little effeminate wearing it. But he up there dancing, kicking the bobo. And again, black women they like to be around gay men. They like to be around them gay men. But this is the transition from the club. That's what the church has turned into. You can kind of go in there, you still a little hungover, and it's still a little party a little bit. It's still a good time. You're so good. That joke got on gloves. Say, look at my. Say, look at my. You had to catch yourself a little bit. Oh man.
She don't do that, and I be working hard, I ain't get no respect. I just be looking at him like, man, it sounds like you're dying. He's like, this is exactly how I feel. I said, that means you doing it right. You wasn't meant to live through this marriage, fam. You came down to an altar. What do you think happens at altars? Sacrifice. So Ephesians 5 says, husbands, love your wives like
Look how they went crazy over that. Y'all hear what this joker is saying?
an altar. What do you think happens at altars? Sacrifice. So
did y'all hear that? This might be some woman's conference or something, and this joker up here talking about, yeah, man, you got married. He said, man, I feel like I'm dying. Yeah, that ain't what's supposed to happen. The Lord didn't give Adam a rib, take a rib out of him to give him a rib for the rib to kill him. Like, he didn't make it, it's not good for a man to be alone. Let me give him a wife so he can die, so she can kill him. Come on, man. Yeah, you supposed to suffer. That means you doing it right. You suffering? Oh, yeah. You, man. Hey. And then, imagine going in there getting counsel. She taking you in there getting counsel. And then she gonna go to the judge when y'all sitting in divorce court. She talking to the judge. She got all the times they went to the pastor and got counsel. The judge thinking that you done went to a decent pastor, but you done went to this joker here, man, with his legs folded across, man. It's like I don't even understand how that's even comfortable. I think you almost have to put yourself in discomfort to put your legs across like that. Men doing that. And some men, I ain't saying everybody is flaming for doing that, but it's just a little flaming to me.
and he's like, this is exactly how I feel. I said, that means you do. I just be looking at him like, man, it sounds like you're dying. He's like, this is exactly how I feel. I said, that means you doing it right. You wasn't meant to live through this marriage, fam. You came down to an altar. What do you think happens at altars? Sacrifice. So Ephesians 5 says, husbands, love your wives like Christ loves the church. Yep. The onus is on the man, and we keep abdicating our responsibility to the woman. We've been doing it since Genesis 3, the woman you gave me.
And like I say, man, you can make this text say anything. He's selling it. Like, these are smart people. It takes a level of intelligence and of knowing the text for you to manipulate it. For you to manipulate it and to curve it into what you wanna make that truth. Like, you have to know the truth a little for you to curve it and know how to manipulate around it to spin it a certain way. This is a smart brother, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows what he's doing is wrong. But he knows the benefits also of what he's doing. He got to keep the church full. He got to, just that itching ear doctrine. Those pastors is going to give you them words that you want to hear. And that's what she wants to hear. Your man's supposed to die for you, which is true. He's supposed to die for you to protect you. Right? To put his life on the line first. But you ain't supposed to kill him. He's not there for you to just munch off. I had that song back in the day, man. She's a man eater. Something like that, y'all. But y'all remember that song, Man Eater. All right, it was a little before my time, but yeah, man. She's not. You wasn't given no rib, given no wife. All right, for her to darn destroy you. and for you to just and to live off. You know what this is? This is like it's some animals in the animal kingdom. I want to say the black widow. The black widow when the man when the male widow has relations with the black widow, and that's probably why they, yeah, of course, it's the black widow. um, she eats them. I think she eats them. I think that the black widow does that. I think the praying mantis does that. Joker be trying to get away. He try to get in there real quick and try to get up out of there, but the woman end up catching, and the woman bigger. And that's what's happening now as a species. Women getting bigger. Not that they're getting, in size, but they're more professional. They're doing better financially. Um, and now, it seems there's a message of, devouring. This man is there for you to. He's your tool. He's your tool to devour and destroy and throw them away. Once you reproduce, get rid of them, devour them. And a lot of men are getting devoured. A lot of men are getting devoured. A lot of and it, two is because we underestimate. You underestimate women. You underestimate their power. They done brought down strong men, many men. The strongest in the text, the wisest in the text, have been brought down by women. Have been subdued by women. Just totally manipulated. Let me worship my God over here. Yeah, okay. We got Solomon up here writing all kind of proverbs. It's better to be on a roof than with a crowd. Had Solomon on the roof. Had Solomon wanting to get away from his own palace, his own kingdom. Got to be mindful, man. But these are the things that they're doing, man. They're trying to tell you that you done got a wife so she can devour you. Let this thing play.
Adam was really in his position, he would have took the fruit out of her hand and chucked it and then went straight to
Now I want y'all to peep how his legs is crossed.
God on Eve's behalf to say, I know she should die, take me instead. If that would have played out in Genesis 3 like that,
Adam should have took the fruit, chucked it away, and said, "Listen, she should have died. Take me instead." Okay, I get it. Like I said, he can put a little bit to it. That's how you have to do the manipulation. All right, you have to truly understand it, and then you can kind of flip it a little bit on them, and you could make a couple good points. But watch how you keep going.
what do you think her response is going to be? She just watched her man take her penalty.
Okay.
Worship. The respect that the man wants is on the other side of his death.
Why you need respect after death? Why do I need your respect when I'm dead? Oh, she gonna respect you after you die for her. That's when she gonna respect. What's the point of that? What's the point? She should respect you so she mess around and don't get killed. So she mess around and don't die. You should listen. You should listen so I can keep you out of harm's way. You can't protect something that don't listen to you. You can't protect it. You tell somebody, hey, get out of the road. You telling your child to stay out of the road, stay out of the road. There's cars coming. Let's not do it with the child. Just do it a dog. Matter of fact, my niece and nephew just lost their dog. Dog was out there in the street. And of course the dog don't listen because they ain't spend time with the dog. They think the dog is just you just gotta feed it and give it water, and you let it out and just let it run around and do what he want to do, and then you think it's gonna listen, and it's not the case. But they can't protect it because when they say, "Hey, get out of the street, come back," da 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 da, the dog don't listen and just go out in the street. Boom, you know. And I even seen it's some viral YouTuber like an Arab kind of neon, but his security. He said he paid his security $500,000 a year, and the security is telling him, "Listen, man, if you don't listen to me, bro, I can't protect you." You know, when the times that we really and things are getting heated and serious, you don't listen. And then in the times when everything is really kind of cool, that's when you want the jokers to step up and you fearing for your life and you want us to be Superman, but it's really a chill moment. But in the moments where things are really dangerous and you 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 ain't listening to nothing nobody telling you. I can't protect you if you ain't listening. If you're not being obedient, I can't protect you.
And his sacrifice.
What does it mean to die practically?
Your ego.
And then her legs are open.
What does it mean to die?
She got on the pants. Her legs are open. He got his legs folded over with the yellow glasses on.
Practically.
Your ego goes away, pride goes away. You work and you stop trying to make it seem like it's the biggest sacrifice of all time. You wasn't meant to live through this marriage, fam. You came down to an altar. You didn't slide down into a swimming pool with baby oil.
With the baby oil comment, you understand what kind of conference this is. And you know, what I'm saying, here's looking at this elder, this sister here. I ain't gonna call her no elder sister, but this sister here.
Help it, tag out. Tag out.
Yeah, with the blonde hair.
Work and you stop trying to make it seem like it's the biggest sacrifice of all time. You wasn't meant to live through this marriage, fam. You came.
So now they teach, like I say, man, this stuff getting crazy, man. You know, we had the video. Joker was teaching that Ruth and Naomi had a darn relationship with each other. This joke up here telling you that marriage for a man is that, you know, of course the scripture says that you die, you know, because that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be protected. And even I'm not even mad at the example he used with, you know, Adam. You know, hey man, you know, I know she should die for this, um, but you know, take me instead. Even Moses did that. Moses did that also, man. So, and of course Christ did that. But I'm not mad at that example. Um, but he kind of flipping it and using it to say, well, you know, he just should have said, well, she should have listened. She knew the instructions. She knew the instructions also. She should have listened. And then to try to say that after, you know, if he does take the judgment for her, then she's going to have all of this respect and going to worship him. He's dead. He's dead. She's going to go on with her life.
Down to an altar. You didn't slide down into a swimming pool with baby oil.
Help it, tag out. Tag out.
What Christ did for his bride is what Adam was supposed to do for his. Adam died with his bride instead of for his bride. The second man, Adam, died for his bride. Death is where her
I'm looking at that image there. I guess them two. And so they're married. Break the pattern. Both of these are. That's his wife. That's his wife. The other sister that was there, and that's his wife. Talking the dude who was talking about getting in the baby oil. And this why the brother was talking about. We watched the video of y'all. You know, when we was talking about the video with the um those brothers from Morehouse, and they was having that meeting, and they were talking about a lot of these pastors are just getting wives. You know, they are just getting wives, meaning these are contractual marriages because they can't have a church without being married. See, this is going to make you think that they're not flamed out, but the yellow glasses is enough for me. That's enough for me. Them yellow glasses is enough for me. Where I'm like, right, you might be a little, you gotta have a little flame on you. You know, unless you Fabo, I'll let you slide if you Fabo, but beside that, nah.
Respect.
Yahweh is a keeper. Oh, yes, he is.
Now, this is Pastor Jamal Bryant of New Birth, the one that took over New Birth, took over Eddie Long Church. Again, when we had the school was across the street, very close, very familiar with New Birth. Used to drive through there all the time, almost every day, driving through there. You have no idea how powerful that church is. There probably wouldn't be a Lithonia. There definitely wouldn't be a Stonecrest, Georgia, without New Birth. Okay, without that church, New Birth. This is what I'm saying, man. The, the church business is very it's beyond our understanding, beyond our comprehension. We have no clue. You just talking about thinking this thing just running off some tide money, man. You have no clue. I have no clue. But the fact that these folks, the fact that I know how that city operated and how much money was brought to that particular area because of that church. Like you said, wait, man, you know, they got all these, man, they don't build that church in them, you know, in this impoverished area. And that's how, like, before you go into New Birth, you have to go through, it's about five, it may be about 4 or 5 different apartment complexes, you know, going down on each side. Some rough areas. They not rough. They kind of, you know, they kind of rough. Yeah, they rough. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, probably low income, on the lower income scale of apartments. Um, but you know, once you go through there, and then, but if you keep going, but there's other stuff that has been built up. There are other, you know, nice $1 million house. They probably $1 million houses now. That are over there. There are luxury apartments that have been built up, shopping malls, all kinds of things that have been built up, you know, on the strength of that church. But anyway, um, this is his sister getting into the church business. I don't know how long she been preaching and stuff, but she seems to have the voice for it, and she seems to be like I say. I feel like this stuff is ritual.
Yahweh is a keeper. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, she is.
See that? Oh yes, he is. Oh yes, she is. You know, there's this divine Yahweh, God, Mother Earth, Mother, and I forget what book. I don't know if it's Enoch or there's a book that brothers are dealing with that mosquito that has um that kind of language in it. Um Queen Mother Earth, God or something, you know, Queen Mother. Anyway, it's a divine feminine energy that's taking over the church also, along with the alphabet community. And if you're not within the alphabet community, these women are going to take over this church. And the same thing is going to happen in Israel. We keep conforming to the world because that's what we're doing. We are conforming to the world. We're looking more and more like the world. As the world get worse, we kind of getting with it. Like the world getting like this, and we just kind of going right along with it. We're not severed. We kind of, as they decline, we're declining too. You know, it's almost like long as we better than them, long as we doing more than the church, long as we don't look like the church.
Oh, yes, she is. Yahweh is a keeper. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, yes, she is.
And look at that. Then sister that threw the hand up, and these are aged women. Like not saying they old. I'm just saying that these are experienced women, and they eating this. Is this an all woman church? I don't see a man. This might be an all women's conference or something, or this might just be church. But I don't see a man. Let me go back, man. Hold on.
Oh, yes, she is. Oh, yes, she is.
I don't see a man. That was it, y'all. Again, be wary of these things. It was just a couple clips that I seen, scouring these information highways. I pray this thing was edifying. Y'all be blessed. Y'all hit the comments, tell me what y'all think. Is there an agenda? What is this thing gonna look like in the next 2 years, if we have the next 2 years? Make sure you like, sub, and subscribe. We'll see y'all on the next one. Pray this thing was edifying. Shalom.